at the 35-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing it in here on second down, this time complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37th. A gain there of 21 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Marvin Jones.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Runs up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Center's kick is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson.
Stafford's pass. Complete.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I don't know about you, but I've absolutely loved his consistency throughout the season. Always good, occasionally spectacular. But right now, he's on the outside of that MVP race. What's it going to take for him to get it done down the stretch?
You're right, on the fringe. But, hey, it's week 14. There's still a month left for him to make a lasting impression, have some scintillating plays, and then who knows?
Yeah, those scintillating plays, they'll splash.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Covered by Jair Alexander.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot. The lot corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Oh, always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Oh, boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Here comes the Bears punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Powering his way forward. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
10 yards on the
good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they give this time to the tailback. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Stafford's pass. Complete to DeAndre Swift.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Here's Stafford. Double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Chicago offense set to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throw hauled in by Green. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to A.J. Green. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to mark it down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That keeps the score. Bears 14, Lions 7.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st down, Stafford here. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Stafford going to lead with Swift on the draw. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Back to throw. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
14. Lions 10.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Chicago.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Second down pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Oh, he wants the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. I think the Bears have recovered. They have. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 10.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Montgomery running right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
That's caught by Montgomery. And they will get to him at the 7 and snap him short of the first down marker.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
Lions 10.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position because 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
1st and 10. At their own 25-yard.
DeAndre Swift heading back out with his Detroit teammates. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Running is Swift, and he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run the draw here with Swift, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Complete to DeAndre Swift.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for in May, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense. That's the reason we bought.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
It's second down and 10.
To throw again. Stafford. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 30.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, he lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. 30, 20, 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Number 28. The tackle by Jalen Johnson. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Stafford. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
First and 10 at the
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 47. 7-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stanford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
David Montgomery ready to take the field for the Bears' next possession. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
20-yard line.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
44.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 at a first down.
And the Bears.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton there to swallow him up.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9 now. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Hyde. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Got his man. It's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 3 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
And the lead now, 3 touchdowns at 21 points. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For a Lion.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Swift. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 39, Stafford. Open man, he's got him to tight end Hockenson. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
T.J. Hockenson.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Stafford's pass intended for T.J. Hockenson.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
They're on 7.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
A.J. Green, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
And 10.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he finds Montgomery complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Lions 10.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And it's the Packers who are out in front in the second quarter. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass there. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Anthony Miller, a touchdown reception. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And it's the visiting Minnesota Vikings who are out in front. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taken in at the 22. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That's on the former first-rounder, Taylor Decker. Now it's Swift. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 15 now. Stafford will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run here with Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And that's going to be Incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
34. Lions 13.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Montgomery. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
15 yards on the play. 1st down.
1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
David Montgomery, the Bears ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
The pass.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. Man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicky finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot, but Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike.